You've got to find what you love.
It's official. I used to be on 50,873 subscribers when I started uploading videos again. And now, I'm about to go below 50,000. I will no longer be in the 50k club. That sucks. Good morning. So here's the deal. It really is a grim day today. I also have a day very, very similar to yesterday, in which I have a lot of stuff to do, but I don't have a lot of interesting stuff to do at all. Don't really fancy filming that. So today is going to be a bit of a story. I thought I would tell you how and when I first started to get into this. How I first started to get into filmmaking. So basically from about the age of 11, I have always been making kind of tiny little crappy films on my photo booth camera, but when I first started to get into filmmaking, it was around the same time I started to get into longboarding, and that was July 2010 when I moved back to England from Cyprus. I was out skateboarding in my back car park and I ran into this guy, Max Openshaw, also known as MGO Cinema. And he was on a longboard and I was on a skateboard. He'd just moved to Ely and I had just moved to Ely, and we were both going to the same school. So basically, because neither of us really had any friends, he was just kind of longboarding around, and I just said to him, do you skateboard as well? Because I was only a skateboarder. I had never heard of longboarding in my life before now. And then we kind of became friends, and then gradually he eventually brought his longboard along as well. And I was like, oh, can I totally try that? And I did. And it was like that bit in Ratatouille where Anton Ego tries Ratatouille for the first time and then he kind of gets brought back to his childhood, to when he first tried this amazing food. It was like that, except it was the moment where I discovered skateboarding for the first time, but better. So I obviously bought one. My first longboard was a loaded dervish, and with that, I mean, Max was kind of into photography and film as well, so we kind of decided to make LongboardUK together. And then after that, I kind of made my first video on LongboardUK, and then continuously just kept on uploading videos. And then it kind of became my channel. We kind of had about the same amount of subscribers. I think he had a bit more than me, and this was like when we have 50, when he had 50 and I had about 25, which was amazing. There's 25 people in the world that like to watch my videos. I mean, for a 14 or 15-year-old, that was, you know, it's pretty impressive. So I asked, okay, you're doing pretty well with your channel, can I just have LongboardUK? And then you just carry on. I was like, yeah. Cool. And then it became my channel and I kind of became LongboardUK, and then gradually over time I just kept on making these longboarding videos, and then like gradually also developing as a filmmaker. And then it kind of clicked in me one day that, holy crap, people actually do this for a living. This is so much fun. I could totally do this for a living as well. So I did. I would have to say that it was around about 2012 when I properly decided that I wanted to start making, like, I wanted to become a good filmmaker. I wanted to become, you know, decent. And that was when Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained came out. It's one of my favourite films of all time. And I don't know what it was about that film, but I was just kind of watching it, and it was just one of those moments where I just thought, I want to be this, I want to do this, I want to make films like this. That was the film which kind of changed it for me, but after that more and more films came out, and I began getting more and more into watching films and, you know, kind of observing them and just wanting to make them even more. I mean, one of the films which I've watched is like Gravity, where I just came out of the cinema thinking, nope, never going to be that good ever, I should just give up on the spot there. And then you get other movies like, you might not appreciate me for saying this, but The Great Gatsby. I came out of the cinema and I just felt super, you know, like super happy and excited, and I loved that feeling and I wanted to give other people that feeling, so I thought, right, I want to make movies like this. My skill set from filmmaking overtook my skill set from longboarding. I was never a really good longboarder, to be honest. I mean, I was a girl and I could make films which weren't half bad. That's pretty much why people subscribe to me. I can't think of any other reason, because, come on, I'm not that great at longboarding. Come on. So now my filmmaking capabilities have surpassed my longboarding capabilities. I've gotten more into filmmaking than longboarding, and obviously, I've grown through life and I've gotten more into other things aside from longboarding. I haven't completely stopped longboarding, it's just that stuff has taken up so much time that I've just completely forgotten about it, really. I mean, it's one of those things where you spend more time outside as a kid than you do as an adult, and that's just kind of nature. I doubt I am ever going to stop filmmaking, and I doubt I am ever going to stop longboarding. I'm never going to stop filmmaking because this is my life. This is what I love doing. Everything that I pretty much think about is filmmaking. And I'm never going to stop longboarding because I want to be one of those awesome old people who go wakeboarding and ski down mountains and longboard down hills. We'll see how that turns out in about 50 years, and I'll let you know. When I'm 70 and I'm either going to be dead or That's a horrible thing to say. But that's the only reason I never stop, is because I want to become better and I never want to stop becoming better. And I don't think I ever will. So there's the story for you. Hope that wasn't too boring. See you tomorrow, when Emma's here. Cheers.
You've got to find what you love. And that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life. And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle.